From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
And we need some more Chamber of Commerce weather. Well, we're going to have to wait a little while on that because our Chamber of Commerce weather is leaving with this storm system. It's going to usher in some colder weather. We had, as I mentioned before, severe weather off the east, still some tornado watches. We had our rain and showers and thunderstorms, but the real cold air is just to our north and west now in northwestern Oklahoma. We'll take a closer look at that in a minute, but the cold air is coming in. It's going to stick around. I mean, we're going to have to go back to reality, which really stinks because we've been running with really mild Pacific air that's continued to flow up across portions of Arizona and New Mexico and through Oklahoma, but that is going to come to an end. The real bitter cold Arctic air really is off on the eastern side of Canada and the Hudson Bay area. So that's not really affecting anything here, because if this was over here, I'd get really worried, but this is just typical cold to Arctic air that's not super cold. So the storm system that's moving across the region right now is just wrapped up, and it's pretty impressive to see how that just is wrapped up. It's miserable, though. I mentioned that. Freezing rain, then snow across Nebraska, and then that's also happening now in Iowa. We've had our severe weather on the warmer sector side, and then we've had this dry wedge, but it's also going to be windier and colder tonight. Notice temperature difference right now from Tulsa to Wichita over to Dodge City to Colby, Kansas. So that cold air is wrapping around. It's going to come back through our area. The fortunate thing is we don't have precipitation now, but since we're going in the colder weather, it's going to be a big difference because right now, as of 18 days into January, only one day has been below normal. Our high is averaging about 60 degrees, which is third warmest on record. Now, as we go forward, it's a little bit different. We start to see more blues. So the last half is going to average everything out probably. And we have opportunities for snow. Notice how I said opportunities. So we're saying goodbye to what has been a really nice warm stretch of weather. The sun has set. Beautiful sunset across the area at this moment. 61 degrees. Southwest wind at 9, 31% humidity. Not complaining about that. Most of our metro temperatures remain in the upper 40s to, or I should say upper 50s to low 60s. I just looked at Claremore and go 48, what's going on there? But that's just in a location, it's a lower valley location for our mesonet site, so it seems to always be cooler than most. But the real cold air out west, you see the arrows, that's associated with that cold front. So we'll feel that blast of colder air tonight around midnight into the morning hours. We'll be down in the low 30s across our area, mid 30s if you're southeast. And then as we go through the day, there's some clouds in the morning, but you'll have to note that in the morning through the midday hours, we'll have wind chills. So the morning at 7 a.m., teens to low 20s. So it's going to like take your breath away for a moment because we really haven't had to deal with any cold weather for a while. The afternoon is colder. The winds will start to die down, but the winds in the morning are 20 to 30 miles an hour. That won't be a whole lot of fun. We'll be in the 40s during the day, so it's a bit of a struggle, a little warmer southwest. And then on Friday morning, it's really cold. We're in the 20s to around 30 to low 30s if you're south and east. And during the afternoon, look for some sunshine, light wind, so it'll turn out to be a good day. It's still going to be basically cold, though, cooler than what we were. But it's a good Friday overall. Then here comes Saturday. And we have a chance of some cold rain developing during the day on Saturday. And then there's going to be some wraparound. We'll be in the 40s, but there could be a few snowflakes from Tulsa to the north as we go on into early Sunday morning. So we will have to deal with that. And then on Sunday afternoon, it's kind of colder again on the backside of that storm system. So we're in the 40s. So overall, what we're talking about is it's just going to be a colder weather regime, and then we have another chance of snow potential on Tuesday of next week. And so we think we'll find some snow before it's said and done. All right, 49 tonight. Starting to get breezy as those winds become more west to northwesterly, and we'll get some gusts. By the time we get to midnight to early morning, they'll be over 30 miles an hour. Now, if you're west to northwest Tulsa, some wind gusts will be around 35 miles per hour. And when you have temperature in the low 30s, that doesn't sound bad, but once again, wind chills will be in the teens to low 20s, so don't be surprised on that. And by noon, instead of like near 60, we're going to be talking about around 40. And again, the winds are still strong out of the northwest, 15 to 25. So we're just going to use the word chilly to cold most of the day, even though the sun will be out and it'll be a sun mix across the area. As we look at the extended forecast, here's that Friday with light winds. That looks good. A chance of some cold rain showers mixing with a little bit of snow. And then another chance of snow as we look on into Tuesday or Tuesday night. And that's a lot colder weather. And there you go. That's your 9-day planner. We'll be right back with sports.